We live on a ball in space. The only thing that comes into that ball is light. The only thing that leaves is heat. So if we copy nature and cycle everything, we can't run out of anything. We should have no pollution and live within the confines of nature.
Hi everyone, it's Diane and Theo from the inspeer team, and today we're live and direct from Cornwall to meet with Jo, a pirate from the Eden Project, an educational charity whose mission is to reconnect human with nature.
My name is Jo. I have worked here for a very long time. Before that, I was a teacher and a television producer and a writer, anything to do with connecting people to this amazing world we live on. Grandmother, the Eden Project's an educational charity. It's about connecting people with each other and the living world to help people understand how the world keeps them alive and how they can help look after the world in return. Tim Smit came up with the idea. I came to visit him, we chatted. He said, I've got something to show you. He brought me to this big crater in the ground and said, would you leave your job and come and help me set this place up? And I said, yes, because he said, what would you rather have written on your tombstone? I wish I had, or I'm glad I did. Today, as we all know, we have a planetary emergency. Our message to everybody is how can we tackle climate change? How can we tackle biodiversity loss? I think things will only be okay if we all get together, everybody, and do whatever we can to make a change. We want to help change the education system so that it's based on looking after the world, so it's based on understanding the world, because if we can connect people to the world that keeps them alive, they will want to care for it in return. Changing minds in government, changing minds for individuals, inspiring children and giving people hope. The most important is giving people hope and the agency that they can make a difference. We started the Eden Project with nothing, and we decided to do this project even though people said it couldn't be done, and eventually the council gave us some money, we got European funding. We set up everything really quickly. We had a year. So Eden is 15 metres below the water table, so it should by all accounts be a lake. And we pump that water out, and we use that water to flush the loos. We use the water to water all the plants in the biomes. So the water is recycled and cleaned and used for absolutely everything, except for the food, of course, because we had to bring that in. We made 83,000 tonnes of compost and put it in here. We built these massive biomes you see behind you and copied the bee, maximum strength using minimum materials. Plants all start off really small, so we brought in a lot of seed. We have a nursery. We opened the nursery way before we built the biomes, and we grew the plants, and none of them were taken out of the wild. By next year, by 2023, all of our power or all of our heating will come from the earth. My happiness recipe is always to have hope and to remember we live on this extraordinary ball hurtling through space. It is the most incredible, wonderful thing, and the plants give us the air we breathe. They take carbon dioxide out of the air, they give us food, fuel, medicines, materials, and it's that love of the planet and respecting the planet and what it does for us and looking after it in return. I think your project is absolutely extraordinary. How extraordinary to cycle around the world and see all these different projects, and we have so much to learn from you. So when we finish this little interview, I'll find out all about your other projects and see how we can all learn from each other